A night of inspiration, Maya's fingers danced across the canvas, her tired eyes barely registering the time on the old clock hanging on her studio wall. 3 a.m, and she was still working on her latest piece. The apartment around her was littered with half-finished paintings, coffee mugs with dried rings at the bottom, and sketches pinned haphazardly to every available surface. Just a few more touches, she whispered to herself, adding another stroke of deep blue to the night sky she was creating. The gallery showing was in 2 weeks, and she was nowhere near ready. When her eyes finally couldn't stay open any longer, Maya stumbled toward her bedroom, not even bothering to wash the paint from her hands. The door to her apartment remained unlocked, a detail her exhausted mind completely overlooked. The morning surprise sunlight streamed through the windows when Maya finally awoke, her head pounding from too little sleep. She rolled over, groaning, when a sound from her kitchen made her freeze. Someone was in her apartment. Maya grabbed the first potential weapon she could find, a heavy art history textbook, and crept toward the kitchen. What she saw made her drop the book with a loud thud. Standing by her refrigerator was a woman. At least, she looked somewhat like a woman, except for her vibrant purple skin that seemed to shimmer in the morning light. The stranger turned, revealing large, expressive eyes and delicate features that were almost human but not quite. "You are not Resident Thompson," the purple woman said, her voice melodic but clearly confused. "First contact? What are you?" Maya stammered, backing against the wall. The purple woman closed the refrigerator door gently. "I am Zara, cultural exchange student from Nexus Prime. This apartment was designated as my Earth residence." She held up a small device that projected a holographic address. "Is this not Building 37, Apartment 1 to B?" Maya shook her head slowly. "This is 1 to A. 1 to B is across the hall." "Oh," Zara said, her purple skin darkening slightly around her cheeks in what Maya guessed was embarrassment. "How unfortunate. Your door was unlocked. I assume ... double quotes, unexpected connection. I must have forgotten to lock it last night," Maya admitted, her fear gradually being replaced by curiosity. "I was painting late and wasn't thinking clearly." Zara's eyes lit up. "You create visual art?" "On my world, visual artists are highly respected." Maya couldn't help but smile. There was something disarming about Zara's genuine interest. "Would you like to see my work before you go to your actual apartment?" Zara nodded enthusiastically. "I would be most honored." As Maya led her into the studio, she felt a strange flutter in her chest. This was certainly not how she expected her morning to go. But there was something about Zara, the way she moved with graceful precision, how her eyes widened with wonder at Maya's paintings, that made her glad she'd forgotten to lock her door. "This one is beautiful," Zara said, pointing to Maya's night sky painting. "It reminds me of home." Maya studied her unexpected visitor with growing interest. "Maybe you could tell me about your home sometime." Zara smiled, her purple skin glowing slightly. "I would like that very much." "An unusual arrangement, so you're telling me you've traveled across galaxies just to learn about Earth culture?" Maya asked, pouring coffee for herself while Zara examined the steaming cup with fascination. "Yes. Our interstellar cultural exchange program selects candidates from various planets. I specialized in art history on Nexus Prime. So Earth was a natural choice, with its rich artistic heritage," Zara explained, carefully bringing the coffee to her lips before grimacing. "This tastes ... intense." Maya laughed, a sound that made Zara's purple skin brighten slightly. "Coffee's not for everyone. Try it with sugar and cream." Later that afternoon, a knock on the door revealed a flustered housing coordinator. "I'm so sorry, Ms. Zara, but there's been a terrible mix-up. The Thompson family in 1 to be extended their lease, and we failed to update our interplanetary housing registry." "So where am I supposed to stay?" Zara asked, her purple complexion darkening with concern. Maya surprised herself by saying, "She can stay here temporarily. I have a spare room I use for storage." Learning each other, the next few days unfolded in a series of cultural exchanges. Maya showed Zara how to use Earth's appliances, introduced her to different foods, and explained human customs that confused the alien visitor. "Why do humans say I'm fine when they clearly aren't?" Zara asked one evening as they sat on Maya's balcony watching the sunset. It's complicated, Maya replied, tucking her legs underneath her. Sometimes it's easier than explaining how we really feel. On Nexus Prime, we value emotional transparency. Our skin color shifts slightly with our emotions, Zara explained, her purple tone warming to a soft lavender. It makes hiding feelings ... difficult. Is that why you're turning a different shade right now? Maya asked, noticing the change. Zara looked away. Yes, it happens when I feel comfortable with someone. Painting together one rainy Saturday, Maya invited Zara to paint with her. The alien's approach to art was unlike anything Maya had seen. Her brushstrokes created depth that seemed impossible, colors that shifted depending on the angle of viewing. How are you doing that? Maya asked, amazed. Art on my planet is 5-dimensional, Zara explained. We paint not just what is seen, but what is felt, what was, and what might be, as they worked side by side. Their hands occasionally brushed against each other, sending an unexpected warmth through Maya's body. She found herself stealing glances at Zara's graceful movements, the way her purple fingers held the brush with such precision. You're beautiful when you create, Maya blurted out. Immediately feeling her cheeks flush, Zara's skin shimmered to a bright magenta. Thank you. On my world, such a compliment would be considered quite intimate. Maya looked into Zara's eyes. It is on mine, too. The late-night confession 2 weeks into their unexpected living arrangement awoke to strange sounds coming from the living room. She found Zara huddled over her small interstellar communication device, now speaking urgently in her native language. Everything okay? Maya asked, causing Zara to jump and quickly shut off the device. Maya? I didn't mean to wake you, Zara said, her purple skin now a deep indigo, a color Maya hadn't seen before. What's wrong? You look ... different. Zara hesitated, then sighed. I haven't been entirely truthful with you. I am part of the cultural exchange program, but I'm also running from something. The truth emerges. They sat together on the couch as Zara revealed her story. On Nexus Prime, she had discovered corruption within the ruling council. They were suppressing artistic expression that challenged their authority. When she published her findings, she became a target. The exchange program was my escape. They don't know where I am, but they're looking, Zara explained, her voice trembling. Maya reached out, taking Zara's purple hand in hers. You're safe here. Their eyes met, and for a moment, the space between them seemed charged with electricity. Maya leaned forward slightly, drawn by something she couldn't explain. Zara's skin glowed a soft pink as their faces inched closer. The moment was shattered by a loud knock at the door. An unwelcome return, Maya. It's Lucas. I know you're in there. Zara pulled back, confused. Who is Lucas? My ex, Maya groaned, standing reluctantly. He has terrible timing. When Maya opened the door, Lucas stood there with flowers and a practiced smile. Surprise. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and he stopped mid-sentence, noticing Zara. Who's that? Lucas. This is Zara, my roommate. Maya explained awkwardly. Lucas's eyes narrowed as he took in Zara's purple appearance. She's one of those aliens from the exchange program. Since when are you interested in housing extraterrestrials? Since it's none of your business, Maya replied coldly. We broke up 3 months ago, remember? Lucas pushed his way into the apartment. Look, I made a mistake. I want another chance. He glanced suspiciously at Zara. Can we talk privately? Complicated feelings later that night, after Lucas finally left, Maya found Zara packing her few belongings. What are you doing? Maya asked, alarmed. I'm putting you in danger by staying here, Zara explained, her skin a dull gray. And now your former partner has returned. I should find another place. Maya took the clothing from Zara's hands. Lucas isn't back in my life, and I don't want you to leave. Why? Zara asked, her large eyes searching Maya's face. Maya didn't answer with words. Instead, she stepped forward, gently placing her hands on Zara's purple face, and kissed her softly. Zara's skin immediately brightened to a brilliant fuchsia as she returned the kiss. Her arms wrapping around Maya, Neither of them noticed the small blinking light outside the window and alien tracking device that had finally located its target. Morning after sunlight filtered through the curtains as Maya awoke. Her fingers intertwined with Zara's. The alien's purple skin was radiant in the morning light, almost glowing with a soft inner luminescence. Maya traced her fingers along Zara's arm, marveling at how someone from another world could feel so right beside her. Zara's eyes fluttered open, immediately shifting to a bright magenta when she saw Maya watching her. "Is this customary on Earth? Staring at someone while they sleep?" Zara asked, her voice teasing. Maya smiled, leaning forward to place a gentle kiss on Zara's forehead. "Only when they're extraordinarily beautiful." Their peaceful moment was interrupted by an insistent knocking at the door. Maya groaned, pulling the covers over her head. "If that's Lucas again, I swear It's not Lucas," Zara said suddenly, her skin fading to a pale lavender. "That pattern of knocking, ... It's from my world. Unwanted visitors." Maya peered through the peephole to see two tall figures with the same purple-hued skin as Zara. Though theirs was darker, almost violet, they wore what appeared to be official uniforms. "We know Citizen Zara is here," one called through the door. "Open immediately by order of the Nexus Prime Security Council." Zara appeared beside Maya, her expression grim. "Enforcers. They've found me." "What do they want?" Maya whispered. "To take me back for re-education," Zara replied, making air quotes with her fingers, a human gesture she'd learned from. "Maya, it's a punishment for political dissidents." Maya's protective instincts flared. "You can hide in the storage closet. I'll get rid of them." The confrontation when Maya opened the door, the enforcers towered over her, their expressions cold and calculating. "We're looking for Citizen Zara, charged with sedition against the Nexus Prime Governing Council," the taller one stated. Maya crossed her arms. "There's no one here by that name. I live alone." The second enforcer held up a small device. "Our tracker indicates she is present. Hiding a fugitive is a serious offense, even for humans." Before Maya could respond, Lucas appeared in the hallway behind them. "Maya, who are these guys?" "I came to apologize about yesterday," and the enforcers turned their attention to Lucas. Giving Maya a chance to silently close and lock the door, she rushed to Zara in the closet. "We need to get you out of here," Maya whispered urgently. "Escape plan, the fire escape," Zara suggested, pointing to the window in Maya's studio as they hurried to gather essentials. Maya could hear Lucas arguing with the enforcers in the hallway, unintentionally buying them time. "Why are they so determined to capture you?" Maya asked, shoving some of Zara's things into a backpack. "Because my evidence doesn't just expose corruption," Zara explained quickly. "It shows that members of our council are planning to assess Earth for potential resource extraction regardless of its effect on human life." Maya froze. "They're planning to harm Earth." "Only some of them," Zara said, taking Maya's hand. "That's why I had to get away, to find allies who could help me stop them." A loud bang on the door indicated the enforcers were done with Lucas. "We know you're in there. Open this door, or we'll force entry." Maya looked at Zara, squeezing her hand. "Whatever happens, I'm with you." They climbed out onto the fire escape just as the door splintered open behind them. On the run, Maya and Zara spent the night in a cheap motel on the outskirts of town, paid for with the cash Maya kept for art supplies emergencies. Zara sat cross-legged on the bed, manipulating her communication device. "I've contacted members of the resistance on my planet," she explained. "They can send a small shuttle to extract us, but it will take time." "Us?" Maya asked, looking up from where she sat by the window, keeping watch. Zara's skin rippled with patches of deep blue and pink. "I assumed you would want to come with me, but that's presumptuous. This isn't your fight." Maya moved to sit beside her on the bed. "You showed up in my apartment because I forgot to lock my door. Now we're running from alien police and apparently trying to save Earth. I'd say it became my fight somewhere along the way." Zara smiled, her skin settling into a warm lavender. You humans have a remarkable capacity for adaptation, and for falling in love at inconvenient times, Maya added softly. The confrontation their moment was interrupted by the motel room door being kicked open. The enforcers stood there, weapons drawn, with Lucas behind them, looking both frightened and smug. He told us where to find you, the lead enforcer said, gesturing to Lucas. They said they'd pay me, Lucas explained weakly, not meeting Maya's eyes. And that you were in danger from ... her. Maya stepped in front of Zara protectively. The only danger here is from them. They're planning something that could hurt our entire planet. The second enforcer approached, device extended. Citizen Zara, you are charged with spreading misinformation and sedition. You will return for rehabilitation. It's not misinformation, Zara replied firmly. And I have proof. She held up her communication device, which projected a holographic display of documents and recorded meetings. The enforcers hesitated, looking at each other uncertainly. The truth revealed your superiors didn't tell you everything, did they? Zara asked. They didn't mention that Counselor Vex plans to classify Earth as uninhabitable so they can strip its resources. That they've been lying to our people about peaceful cultural exchange while preparing for invasion. Lucas stepped forward, his face pale. Is that true? Are you planning to harm Earth? The lead enforcer lowered his weapon slightly. We were told she was spreading dangerous lies. But these documents have official seals because they're real, Zara said. I didn't falsify anything. I simply revealed what they wanted hidden. The decision for a tense moment, no one moved. Then the lead enforcer slowly holstered his weapon. My sister lives in the cultural district that protested last year, he said quietly. She said things were changing, that the council was becoming more secretive. He looked at his partner. We need to verify these documents. You can't just let her go, Lucas protested. They promised me silence. Human, the second enforcer snapped. This is beyond your understanding. The lead enforcer turned to Zara. We will take this evidence to others we trust. If what you say is true, there are many in our forces who would stand against such plans. New beginnings. After the enforcers left with copies of Zara's evidence, Lucas slumped against the wall. I didn't know, he said miserably. I thought I was helping you. Go home, Lucas, Maya said firmly. And don't come looking for me again. When they were finally alone. Gosh. Zara turned to Maya, her skin a swirl of colors reflecting her tumultuous emotions. The resistance shuttle will still come, she said. I need to return to help ensure these revelations reach the right people. Maya nodded, her heart sinking. I understand, but once it's done we've stopped this plan. I could return, Zara continued, taking Maya's hands in hers. Or, Maya prompted. Zara's skin settled into the warm pink that Maya now recognized as love. Or you could come with me. See the stars? Visit my world. Help me create art that spans galaxies. Maya smiled, leaning forward to kiss Zara deeply. I did always want to travel, she whispered against Zara's lips. Outside, the first light of dawn broke over the horizon. Whatever came next, whatever worlds they would see together, it had all begun because Maya forgot to lock her door. ... And Zara saw everything that Maya had to offer, both her world and her heart.